Have you ever felt like you're kinda on the outside, just looking in on your own success? Well, today we're gonna crack open a powerful system for changing all that, laid out almost 100 years ago by Florence Scovel Shinn in her book, The Secret Door to Success. And you'll see, it's not really about one single secret, it's more like a set of keys that really anyone can use.
But first, I have a question for you, and I want you to really think about it for a second. What truly separates you from the success, or the health, or the abundance you want? Is it, some barrier out there in the world, or could the obstacle be a whole lot closer to home?
Florence Scovel Shinn had a pretty fascinating answer to that. She wrote, "Nearly everyone has built a wall around his own Jericho." Now, she believed that inside the city of Jericho are all your treasures, all those things you just thought about. But somehow we've built this massive wall around it, completely blocking our own path. So, this idea of a self-imposed wall, that's the first huge concept in her system. And the most important thing to get, the real game changer, is that this barrier isn't out there. Nope, it's something we build ourselves, brick by painful brick. So what's this wall even made of? According to Shinn, it's built entirely from our own thoughts and our own words. It's a personal wall of Jericho. But here's the most important part. If we're the ones who built it, that means we also have the power to tear it right down. And get this, she was incredibly specific about the bricks that make up this wall. Think about these for a second. Resentment, envy, fear, discouragement, complaining, living in the past. She saw every single one of these as a conscious choice, another brick we lay down on the wall that keeps our own success out. Okay, so how do we start taking this wall apart? Well, Shinn's first key is a big one. Your word is your wand. This is all about recognizing the immense, almost magical power that's packed into the things you say every single day. Her take on this was so unique. She didn't just see words and thoughts as, sounds or ideas. She saw them as a form of radioactivity. It's an energy that you send out into the universe, it shapes your reality, and then it comes right back to you. Put simply, what you send out comes back. And here's where it gets really practical. Just look at the difference in the energy here. On one side, you've got the words of lack, the stuff that builds the wall. On the other, what she called the words of truth, the words that tear it down. Now, Shinn's way of thinking was very spiritual. So instead of feeling envy, she taught people to say, what God has done for others, he now does for me, and more. It's a really simple switch, but it fundamentally changes the entire energy that you're broadcasting.
Okay, so we're changing our words. Awesome. But that's only the first step. The second key is all about action. It's not enough to just say the right things. You have to live them through what she called active faith.
The whole idea is as simple as it is powerful. Faith without action is dead. A belief that just sits on the couch changes absolutely nothing. You've got to get up and act as if you've already received the very thing you've asked for. Shinn tells this great story about a man who really wanted to travel abroad but had no money. Sure, he said his affirmations, but then he did something critical. He went out and bought a trunk. It was a physical act of getting ready. And what happened? Soon after, a big chunk of money just came to him, and he took that trip. He prepared for his good before it even showed up. And that's the magic right there. Taking real physical steps to get ready for what you want, it sends this incredibly powerful signal to your subconscious mind. It's not just wishful thinking anymore. It's expectancy. You literally shift your own energy and become a magnet for the very thing you're preparing for. But once you start this whole process, you're speaking new words, you're taking new actions, how do you know which way to go? This is where the third key comes in. Shinn says you have to learn to follow the magic path of your intuition. I love how she described intuition. She called it the still small voice, or my personal favorite, God telephoning to you. It's not your logical brain. It's a higher spiritual faculty that sees the clear path forward when your mind just sees roadblocks. Shinn used this amazing biblical metaphor of Pharaoh to describe our everyday reasoning mind. The part that acts like a cruel taskmaster, full of doubt, always telling you it can't be done. But intuition, that's the calm, guiding voice that just says, this is the way, walk in it. The real work is learning to tell the difference and knowing which voice to listen to. Okay, so all of this leads to one final, unifying key that really brings everything together. To truly open that secret door, There's one fundamental thing you have to change: your expectation.
When you boil it all down, Shin taught that faith is expectancy. It's that simple. We don't get what we want. We get what we truly, deep down, honestly expect to get.
I mean, she couldn't be more direct about this. Change your expectations and you change your conditions. It's not the other way around. Your outer world is just a mirror, a direct reflection of your inner expectation. That is the master key.
And just think about how this shows up in everyday life, right? We're all told to save for a rainy day. But what are we actually doing? We're preparing for, and therefore expecting, lack. We worry about getting sick, and so we prepare our minds for illness. So the real question becomes, what would it look like to consciously and actively prepare for your good? So I'm going to leave you with that to really chew on. Forget what you say you want for just a minute. Look at your actions, your worries, the things you're constantly preparing for. What are you truly, honestly expecting to happen next?
Maybe the very first step on this path is to take this one last piece of advice from Shin. Stop expecting the same old problems, the same old limits. Instead, just try to look with wonder at that which is before you. Because when you're in that state of wonder, the door to success just might swing wide open.